Hello everyone, welcome to this latest video for the channel. Thank you so much for all your support. It's really very much appreciated, and I enjoy bringing new things to you and your Fantom so that you can get the most out of it and with your music making. This one is an interesting topic because it's actually come around from a thread that was happening in one of the Facebook groups, one of my Fantom Facebook groups. And a chap called Zoltán was asking about the bagpipes in the supernatural acoustic sound bank and wondering how do you enable the drone and whatnot. And anyway, he figured out that actually you need to use scene edit to actually enable the switches, which then accesses this kind of hidden waveform that isn't much publicized. And I certainly didn't know about it until he published it in the Facebook group. So I thought, let's do a video so that everybody can find out about it, but also you can then download this scene, which I'll make available in the Patchland group, and there'll be a link in the description below for you to be able to download that if you're a member of Patchland. If you're not a member of Patchland, more than welcome to join in and be part of that group there. Similarly with the Fantom group and the Fantom-0 group. And I should say that everything that I'm going to cover here is equally applicable to Fantom and the Fantom-0. So let's dive in, and so that you can see what we're talking about. First thing that we have to do is we have to just get ourselves into Supernatural Acoustic, and there we are, we're in the strings. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way up to number 70, which is top of the shop, and the bagpipes. Okay. Now what we're talking about in the Supernatural Acoustic Bank is this here, the variation button in the bottom left. And if I turn it, it goes to ornament. And so you can change it during your playing to get the different effects that you want. Now, however, there's no drone. There's no drone at all. And so this is redundant. So our friend Zoltán, he was thinking, well, okay, how do I, what can do this? Why is it there? And he then found out, like I said, about the scene edit. And let me show you what he did. He went to switch 1, and he went to number 80. And general 5, and he made latch. And watch what happens when I press switch 1 now. Yeah. And then switch off. And I'm going to switch it on again. And I'm going to adjust the pitch. There you go, you see. Suddenly that it does something at the adjusted level as well. So you can do. Wonderfully appropriate for a Scotsman. Love it. But you'll notice the whole key thing is that if we use the knob, there's only one variation. But clearly there are two, because switch 1 enables it. And there you go. So what I am doing here now is I'm just expanding on Zoltán's thinking and assigning all the switches, but I am making it. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Concentrate, Neil. And there we go. Which means that we can use switch 1, 2, and 3 to trigger the available variations. There's not 3 for everything, but for some of the strings there are 3 variations. It means now you can much more quickly and readily enable these variations, and very good for live. Now let's go back, and what we'll do is we'll go to Uilleann Pipes, and again it's got variation of ornament, but switch 1, it's got a drone as well. It's not just the bagpipes. And then switch off, on, off. So there you go. Now, they all have variations. The soft sax is subtone, fall, staccato. So there we have 3. Okay, so here's a good example of fall. So fall is number 2. So let's enable 2. Alright, so that's it there. That's what it should sound like. If I put switch 2 on. Isn't that great? Switch 3. And switch 1. So there you had all the 3. Now we can do it with a knob, of course. Okay, but we can do it with the switches. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And we can apply it to all of these. Erhu variation is staccato and ornament. So there's 1 and 2. So switch 1. Switch 2. And there you can see it's much easier to actually trigger as you're playing. And so you get some really lovely, interesting things going on. I'm going to go all the way down to the choir, which is lovely, actually. Choir pad. And variation. Again, beautiful. And let's go to top of the shop, the other top of the shop, strings. And that was with switch 1, and we'll do switch 2, pizzicato, and switch 3, tremolo, and switch 1, which will be staccato. So there you have it. Thanks to Zoltán in the Facebook thread. He figured this out, and we can all now enjoy this. I hope it's something new for you. It certainly was new for me, and it's just another, no pun intended, but another string to the bow of Fantom. And I hope it gives you some extra dimension with the Supernatural acoustic bank. It's always worthwhile going through the Supernatural acoustic because it is so good, and it gets easily overlooked by all the synthwave stuff and the jazzy stuff, but my goodness, it's an important bank in its own right. So if you're not a member of the Facebook groups, come on over. You'll be more than welcome to join in. There's great chat, there's lots of learning, lots of sharing, and in Patchland we also share the sounds quite literally, and it'd be great to see you there. In the meantime, keep well, and see you in the next video. Cheers.